Okay, let me introduce myself. I am Leon Priz. I am representative of Perpetual Technology Group, and I'd like to do a little introduction about the, you know, English education market with special emphasis on English testing worldwide. Okay, here goes. English, the international language. What will we do without it? People complain until the cows come home that they must learn English and about how insane the spelling rules, or lack of them, are. But the simple fact is that English is the international language. If you want to be a competitive job seeker in this increasingly globalized world, you've got to have English skills. I have been lucky to have been born in a native English-speaking country, which affords me the opportunity to teach English globally. I have been teaching English overseas for 16 years now, in various countries. The teaching of the English language is a worldwide market. While there is no way to actually count the number of English foreign language learners and English second language learners in the world, here are some impressive estimates. Kenneth Beer on About.com, in his article entitled "How Many People Learn English Globally," wrote the following: "It is estimated that over 1 billion people are currently learning English worldwide. According to the British Council, as of the year 2000, there were 750 million English as a foreign language speakers. In addition, there were 375 million English as a second language speakers. The difference between the two groups amounts to English as a foreign language speakers using English occasionally for business or for pleasure, while English as a second language speakers use English on a daily basis." Unquote. I must interject here and say that English as a foreign language learner is one that acquires English in settings where English is not the primary language of instruction, such as in a public school in Mongolia. English as a second language learner is one who acquires English in settings where English is the primary language of instruction, such as in a public school in the USA or in an international K-12 school. That said, the numbers of English language learners worldwide are impressive, and the numbers grow daily, because when someone graduates from schools, many continue to learn English in order to obtain a good job or to obtain a promotion within their company. Because of this huge market, there is a niche for standardized testing. Level tests, formative tests, summative tests are all needed with international standards. Perhaps you've heard of some of these exams: IELTS, CIPP, Checkpoint, IGCSE, TOEIC, TOEFL, and CAPE. Let's start with IELTS. IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. It is jointly owned by the British Council, IDP IELTS Australia, and the University of Cambridge ESOL Examinations. It has more than 800 test centers and locations in over 130 countries. It is primarily used as a college entrance exam by universities in the United Kingdom and Commonwealth countries for students originating from non-English speaking countries. CIPP stands for Cambridge International Primary Program. At the end of grades 1 to 5 program, students sit for math, science, and English exams. Cambridge Checkpoint is a middle years program from grades 6 to 8, after which students sit for math, science, and English exams. IGCSE stands for International General Certificate of Secondary Education for grades 9 to 11. All the exams presented in this paragraph are owned and operated by Cambridge International Examinations, or CIE. TOEFL and TOEIC are owned and operated by English Testing Services, or ETS. I used to be under the impression that Princeton University owned ETS, but that's not true. ETS is located very near to Princeton, but ownership is dubious. According to the article on Wikipedia's website, ETS was started by 3 non-profit organizations. However, ETS appears to be an independent organization of its own. TOEFL stands for the Test of English as a Foreign Language. It is primarily used by universities in the USA and Canada as an entrance exam for students outside the US and Canada, which do not come from English first language countries. TOEIC stands for Test of English for International Communication. It is primarily used in the business sector to assess employee or potential employee English ability. CAPE stands for Computer Adaptive Placement Exam. It is a computer-based level test used by over 400 universities in the USA to place students into proper level of language courses. Those languages include ESL, Spanish, French, German, Russian, and Chinese. The language of concern here is the ESL CAPE exam. CAPE was designed by Brigham Young University professors who they designed it in order to test returned Latter-day Saint missionaries' language skills and give them college credits for their language skills. Now, at this point, it is run by Perpetual Technology Group, which has turned it into a web-based exam called WebCAPE. Perpetual Technology Group is the exclusive licensee of Brigham Young University's WebCAPE. Perpetual Technology Group has been offering WebCAPE since 2004 and now has over 200 institutionalized clients globally. That means over 200 institutions around the world are using WebCAPE as a level test. So when it comes to international English language testing, that's about it. Each test serves a different purpose, and it seems that various institutions in the world have found their niche in the English language testing market. To learn more about any of the tests that I have talked about today, please contact me. Thanks for listening.